Maybe you've been feeling tired lately, not just physically, but emotionally drained, mentally scattered, spiritually disconnected. Even when you rest, it feels like something is constantly pulling you down, as if an invisible part of you is draining your inner strength. And you know what's worse. This silent mistake doesn't come from the outside. It's within you. It's the unconscious habit that most people engage in every day, living disconnected from themselves. We live in a fast-paced world where being productive has become more important than being present, where chasing after goals is valued more than truly feeling what matters. In this chaos, we lose touch with what sustains us, our vital energy, that which arises from the union of body and mind. You might even succeed at work, accumulate achievements, be admired on the outside. But if you are energetically fragmented on the inside, none of that will fill the growing void that silently creeps in. The body sends signal, the mind pleads for silence, the spirit cries out for reconnection. But we are so busy, so distracted, that we don't listen. Today, you will understand the most powerful mistake that is draining your energy and what to do to change that. You will discover how small practices can restore your balance, transform your perception, and liberate the clarity you have been seeking for so long. If you are watching this video now, it's not by chance. Your spirit is calling. The question is, are you ready to listen? Most people live as if their body is just a vehicle that carries the mind from one place to another. They wake up, get dressed, go to work, interact, consume, run, but they don't feel. They don't listen. They don't notice what the body is saying. This is the invisible error. It's when you go through your day on autopilot, repeating habits, thoughts, and reactions without any connection to the present, to what is going on inside you. Does your body feel pain? You ignore it. Are you tense? You clench your teeth. Are you tired? You push yourself a little harder. Are you angry? You swallow it down. And life goes on as if it were normal to carry a weight you don't even know the origin of. This disconnection from bodily awareness comes with a high price. It drains your energy. It depletes your vitality. It makes you more reactive, more anxious, more vulnerable to the emotions of others. You start to become a reflection of your environment instead of being a center of presence. And when that happens, you lose control of your own life. Look around you. How many people walk with slumped shoulders, shallow breaths, and lost gazes? They are breathing, but they are not alive. They are present, but they are not aware. You cannot expect emotional clarity if you don't know where your body is right now. You cannot be wise if you don't feel what is happening inside you. As the SHAOLIN master, Shi Heng Yi said, if you want to master yourself, start by mastering your body. The first step is simple and powerful. Recognize when you are disconnected. Close your eyes now. Take a deep breath. Feel your feet. Feel the air coming in. This is the beginning of your return to your energy. This is where healing begins. We live surrounded by seductive promises. We are told that if we have the ideal body, the right car, the dream job, the perfect partner, then we will finally be happy. But why? Even after achieving these goals, do so many people still feel empty? The answer is simple, yet profound. You cannot fill an inner void with external achievement. This is the most sophisticated trap of the modern mind. You believe you need more money, more success, more validation. But every new achievement quickly turns into a new demand, and the feeling of completeness never arrives. The truth is that the external world cannot compensate for internal disconnection. You can be surrounded by luxury and still live in suffering. As Buddha said, not even heaven can satisfy a heart in disorder. The problem is not with the achievements themselves, but in the illusion that they will bring peace. Peace is not something you buy. Peace is something you cultivate within yourself in silence, in presence. When you place all your hope in what is outside, you hand over the control of your happiness to the world, and the world changes. Time passes. Things break. People leave. there is only one place where you can find real security: within yourself. And for that, you need to stop running and start feeling. True peace begins when you understand that what is most valuable is not out there, but in the way you relate to what is within. If the external world is noisy, it's because your internal world is silent. It's time to change that. There is a language that isn't spoken with words. It's the language of energy. It manifests in smiles that hide sadness, in tense shoulders that reveal fear, in rapid breathing that betrays anxiety. But most people haven't learned to listen. Have you ever walked into a place and felt a heaviness in the air without knowing why? Have you ever met someone who seemed friendly but gave you an inexplicable discomfort? That is subtle energy in action. The body perceives before the mind. The energy field feels before the thought forms. Shaolin monks are masters at reading these. They train the body not just to fight, but to feel. Before any movement, there's awareness. Before the decision, there's inner listening. The energy you ignore is the same energy that is draining you. When you accumulate anger, sadness, guilt, or stress, and don't release those emotions, your body holds on to it all. And this invisible baggage makes you slower, more distracted, more vulnerable. You don't need to be a monk to start feeling. Here's a simple exercise to begin right. 1. Conscious pause. Stop everything for 30 seconds. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Just observe. 2nd, body scan. Bring your attention down from your feet. Feel where there is tension, heat, tingling, discomfort. 3. Name the sensation. Don't try to change it. Just name it. Here, there is tension. Here, I feel anxiety. Naming it frees you. Presence heals. This simple act of listening already begins to restore your energy, because the body doesn't want to be ignored. It wants to be your ally. And when you learn to read the energy it carries, you begin to master something that most will never know: the power of deep perception. Remember, what you don't feel controls you. What you feel liberates you. We live in an era of constant movement. Get up, conquer, advance, produce. We are always chasing something: success, recognition, goals. But silently, few ask themselves, what moves me? Why am I running so much? Is this chase bringing me closer to myself or pulling me away? The truth is that action without soul is noise, and that noise consumes your energy. Many people are exhausted, not because they do too much, but because they do it without awareness. They act out of fear of failing, out of comparison with others, out of internal pressure. Each decision comes loaded with tension. Each step is an escape from the now. This creates a cycle of silent anxiety. You act, but you don't feel. You achieve, but you don't find fulfillment. You live, but you are not present. This is the trap of imbalance between doing and being. In many Eastern traditions, the principle of Wu Wei is taught: the action without effort, the movement that arises from the harmony between intention and presence. When the mind is calm and the body is connected, action flows with purpose. You do less, but with more impact. You speak less, but with more clarity. Ask yourself, am I acting from real necessity or from conditioned impulse? Does my action arise from connection or from escape? The secret is not to stop acting. It's to act with awareness. The powerful combination is not to do a lot. It's to do what is essential, with soul, with presence, with clean energy. The right action, coming from an aligned center, does not tire you. It renews you. The next step on your journey is to find that point of balance, because when you stop chasing, you start walking with yourself. There is a force that arises when the body and mind cease to be rivals and become allies. This force is quiet, firm, and present. It is the strength of the inner warrior, one who does not fight against the world, but against their own distraction. In Shaolin temples, training is not just physical. Each movement carries a lesson. Each posture is a portal of attention. It's not about hitting harder. It's about feeling more deeply. Master Shi Heng Yi teaches that the body is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. Through it, consciousness manifests. When you practice any physical activity with presence, be it a martial art, yoga, or even a walk, you are sculpting your spirit, not just strengthening muscles, but refining attention, clearing emotions, stabilizing the flow of energy. This is true discipline. Sitting with your pain, breathing in discomfort, listening to what your body is trying to say without fleeing. The union of body and mind is like aligning two rivers running parallel. When they meet, they create a powerful current. This current brings focus, emotional balance, and clarity of purpose. Here's a practical exercise for you to try. Movement with awareness. Choose a simple movement like raising your arm, walking, or stretching. Perform it slowly, in silence. Observe every sensation, the touch, the air, the resistance, the breath. At the end, remain silent and notice how your mind reacts. This is the beginning of internal mastery. And when you start living in that state, where every action is conscious and every breath is sacred, you cease to be just a body reacting to the world. You become presence. You become living energy. You become the inner warrior. The human mind has an extraordinary ability. It can travel through time, reliving anticipating the future. But this gift, when not controlled, turns into a prison. How many times have you caught yourself reliving a pain that has long passed, or imagining 1,000 scenarios of something that hasn't even happened yet? The present slips away. The body is here, but the mind is far away. And this disconnection between what you feel and what you think is the true thief of your energy. Presence is the antidote. When you are present, whole, connected, the past loses its power, the future grows quiet, and all that remains is the now, the only place where life truly happens. Being present is not just a spiritual practice. It's an emotional, mental, and energetic necessity. Here's how to apply this now. 60-second presence meditation. Sit up straight. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Just listen, feel, breathe. Bring attention to the sounds around you, to your body's contact with the chair, to the air on your skin, without judging, without forcing, just being. By doing this, you send a clear message to your system. I am here. I have returned to myself. And that, in itself, is revolutionary, because in the now, there is no fear. In the now, there is no weight. In the now, there exists a space of silence where everything aligns, the body, the mind, and the spirit. If you can be truly present, even if just for 1 minute a day, that minute can change your entire life. Now you know. The most powerful mistake that is draining your energy does not come from outside. It happens every time you disconnect from yourself, every time you act without presence, feel without listening, live without being awake. But this can change, starting now. You don't need to escape to a temple or become a monk to reclaim your vital energy. You just need to return to your body, honor your mind, and listen to your emotions. This reconnection is the path back to balance. Remember, you are more than your thoughts. You are more than your body. You are the space where both meet, and when they are in harmony, life flows with clarity, peace, and direction. The moment for change is now, not tomorrow, not when you have more time. Now, because the now is all that exists. If this message has touched you, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to the channel. Here, each video is a journey inward, and you are not alone. Your awakening has already begun, and the energy you've been searching for has always been waiting for you.